Okay, we finished the 14 zigzag around the scallop of the lattice there. Don't worry if it's not perfect. You want to get it as perfect as you can, but if it's not, we are going to have 3 rows on top of this, so just do the best you can. You get better with practice. As you can see, here's my practice piece I had before. I'm going to continue with the tip 14, making sure I keep that tooth up. And I'm actually going to kind of drag the tip a little bit to try and go directly in the middle here. So what I'm going to do is kind of, and you want to make sure when you do this, you actually move your whole arm. It's a little easier when you move your arm and not just trying to go like this, because you'll tend to rotate the tip. So you really want to just move your whole arm when you go. So we're going to touch, and we're going to whoops. You're not going to whoops. And then relax and pull away. Okay, keeping that ridge up the whole time. Kind of drag as I go, keeping the pressure as even as possible. Okay, and you want to do the same to the top. Try and keep in the center of that zigzag. Okay. Try to keep the pressure the same. You've got a little light on the end there. If you have a problem, you can just remove it off. You can also use a paintbrush. Just dip it in the water like you did before, just damp, if you don't get quite in the center, and then you can just move it. Okay, so we want to go all the way around. Relax, and just so you don't end up with that bulb on the end. Okay, we finished the tip 14 straight on top of the 14 zigzag. You do want to be careful of your joins when you join the scallops together. Keep those joints nice and even. We are ready to start with a tip number 4 right on top of our tip 14 straight. You want to land it in the valley. Should be right in the center, and this you do want to lift, and then when you're done, touch and pull away. Okay, and keep those edges nice and straight. You want to keep it right in the center. If you don't get it in the center, again, you can use the brush. And you also want to make sure that when you look at it from the side, you don't see any air in here. You want to make sure all the places where you stop and start, we don't have any dips or anything really high. And you want it so it's all nice and level. And you want to make sure you don't see any air between one row and the next. So this 4 on top of this 14 straight, you shouldn't see air between that. They should lay right evenly on top of each other. Okay, and then of course you want to make sure that when you look straight down on it, that it's centered right in the middle. Okay, and lift. And lay it right in the valley that the tooth created on the 14. Okay, and then lay it down and then pull away. And then I want to make sure it's right in the middle. So if I have to, I'll go ahead and move it just a little bit with that damp paintbrush. And you want to do that on the top and the bottom row. Start where you left off.